Hey there, welcome back to Ms. Lal's Library. Today I'm bringing you something big, but I want to have it in the picture with me because it is a beautiful saddlebag from Mali. I acquired this saddlebag at the State Department book fair. They sell goods that people bring back from all over the world, and it is one of the prized possessions in my library. And we hadn't talked about Africa yet, so I thought I would bring it to you today. This saddlebag is known as a taseihat. That's what these saddlebags are called. They are made of leather, either camel leather or goat leather. And the typical color pattern that you see here, the red and the black and the ivory, is found in a lot of their leatherwork, along with the geometric abstract designs. To me, it looks kind of like a tattoo, and I'll move it forward for you to see, but it is extremely intricate and extremely elaborate. It even has leather on leather applique. The ribbon at the top is just so it can hang on my wall. Just to tell you a little bit more, there are many different designs, especially of the cross. There are 21 different cross designs, but don't let that make you think anything about a religion. It's just a native design that the people of North Africa have been using for decades. It doesn't relate to any religion. In fact, it's used by the Muslim camel caravans. And these bags were used. One would be on one side of the camel, hanging from the saddle. Another would be on the other side. And it would carry salt and other goods that they would be trading using the trans-Saharan trade. And the people who are the nomads that we're talking about, they're the Tuareg nomads, and they're pastoralists. So those in AP Human Geography might remember we talked about nomadic pastoralists and how they search for grazing lands for their herds. The Tuareg are not one particular people, but they're an ethnic confederation that are bound together by their language. There are about 3 million Tuareg in Africa today, mainly in Niger, Mali, and Algeria. And they're the main inhabitants of the Saharan interior of northern Africa. So if you wonder who lives in the Sahara, it would be the Tuareg nomads. They are a Berber people. And they're associated with the flourishing of the city of Timbuktu, which is a historic capital of Mali. And yes, Timbuktu is a real place. And also the spread of Islam through trade. And our world history students will know that that is cultural diffusion. And also you AP Human Geography students, you should know that too. And they're known for their leatherwork, and you can see why. The leatherwork is done by women, and women in this society have a high status. Very early on, many African societies were matrilineal, which means that they trace descent through the mother. And so women and property names, things like that, are passed down through the mothers. And the men of the Tuareg are famous for wearing face coverings. So you might think, well, they're Muslim, so the women might wear face coverings. But actually, here in Northern Africa, it is the Tuareg men who wear a turban and a veil. And it's practical because when you're out in the camel caravan, you run into sandstorms in the desert. Most of their turbans are indigo. And the Tuareg also are known as the blue people because the indigo, that purple blue of the indigo plant, from their clothing actually bleeds into their skin and gives their skin a bluish cast. So that's kind of cool. And our last little fun fact today about the Tuareg: in 2003, Volkswagen released a car called the Tuareg, and it is in the name of these nomadic people, which is kind of cool that a German car company took the name of these people who travel on camels throughout the Sahara and gave the name to a car. So if you enjoyed it, leave comments, and I'll see you next week. Bye.